All right, welcome everybody. I'm glad you all can make it. My name is Dominique Barbie, and I am super ecstatic to be here because I'm grateful to be alive every single day. Now, I want to know who's grateful to be alive today. Just type a 1 in the chat if you know how to use the chat box of the Zoom. Type a 1 if you're excited to be alive today, because you want to wake up every morning being excited about something, right? No matter what's going on in your life, okay? Understand that you control your own reality, okay? If you don't know who I am, I have been online for about 5 years now, and then I can say honestly that it hasn't always been so easy peasy for me, okay? At one point in time, you know, I really didn't believe in myself. It was really pretty sad. I actually got to the point where, honestly, I felt as if God made poor people and he made wealthy people. And I was just like, I guess I didn't get the good end of the stick. But I said to myself, you know what? At least I have somewhere to sleep. Okay, mind you, I was 8 months pregnant. I was sleeping on a deflated beanbag because we couldn't afford a new bed at the time, okay? I had different roommates of my family in my small apartments who were living with me, and they were paying a small amount of my rent because I couldn't even afford the rent, guys. My rent at that time, when I was really struggling, was less than $800 a month, okay? And I couldn't keep up with it. On top of that, I woke up one day, it was winter, very cold. I have 3 children, and all of my lights was cut off. The heat was cut off, everything. It was horrible. I literally just went out to the car because when you get to a point in your life where things keep piling up and piling up and piling up, you know, sometimes you just got to take a walk outside. So I went inside my car, and I was just crying because, like, literally the last money that I had was either to pay for my heat to come on or to pay for, you know, my car note, okay? And I had to literally get my car repoed. So it was so horrible, okay? But while I was in the car, I stumbled across a YouTube video. It was called The Strangest Secret. And it talked about men simply don't think. At that point, as he began to speak, I felt something overwhelming come over me. And I began to look at my life and say, there is information that I obviously don't know, because I never heard a person talk like that man did. His name is Napoleon Hill. I never heard Earl Nightingale, Earl Nightingale, all right? Shout out to Earl Nightingale. And I never heard anybody speak like that until then. Okay, because I grew up in poverty. I grew up where there was a lot of violence and stuff like that. And when he spoke, that day I began to change my life. I realized in order to create income, you have to exchange some type of value to the marketplace, okay? And because of that, I went from working at McDonald's for 4 years, guys. Whew, that was so horrible. And into earning, okay, multiple, almost 7 figures online, okay? And that is by the grace of God alone, okay? I began to change myself. I began to change who I hang around. I began to change how I spoke. I began to change what I listened to, okay? I don't know how to do what you just did. I began to change different things about me, okay? And that's when my life began to change. I stopped blaming everybody else. I stopped blaming my father. I stopped blaming my mother. I stopped blaming everyone and began to take ownership of my own life. And I will say to you, if you decide to just simply make a decision, you can have anything you want. It's almost scary just the power of you changing your words and changing your environment can do for a person. It's super powerful. So tonight, what I'm going to discuss something with you that has brought great advancements in my life and my family's life. And I believe it will bring generational wealth to everyone within the sound of my voice, okay? So what I'm going to show you how to get rid of your debt. Okay, it doesn't matter if you have $100,000 in debt, $200,000 in debt. We're going to get rid of that for you. We're going to get rid of your housing expenses, your mortgage, your car note, everything, so you can have a massive bank account. So instead of having only 1 month, okay, to live on, living paycheck to paycheck, we're going to change all of that for you. All you have to do is have an open mind and think of one more option for you to change your life, okay? So I'm going to share my screen. I want to make sure you guys let me know that you can see my screen. I need to put this on here. All right. So hopefully you guys see this. So the miracle system, okay, no more bills. Basically, I want you to take a minute and imagine a different life for yourself, okay? Take a minute and think about everything you want, because your mind works in pictures, okay? It works in pictures and it works in vibrations. Let me.
No, that's okay.
Oh, let me mute everybody. Make sure you mute your lines, everybody. Okay. Good. So, what if you had no more monthly bills and the ability to earn $10,000 per week or more simply by turning your monthly bills into banks that bring you cash flow? Like I said, thoughts create matter, okay? If you simply change the bills in your life, change it, transform it into banks, it will bring you cash flow. What if you could eliminate your taxes? Now, I want everybody to think about this. Do you have a phone? You have a smartphone, right? Do you have contacts in your phone? Yes or yes? Okay? Yes. Now, how many people in your phone love bills, wake up and say, oh, glory be to the Heavenly Father, the universe, I love bills so much, can you please give me more? I highly doubt that is happening, okay? Now, how many people do you know, have you talked on the phone with, whether it's your aunt, your uncle, your mom, your dad, who say, you know, these bills keep piling up, you know, I got this that I gotta pay, you know, I maybe need some help from you, or this is the case. You know, instead of people complaining about it, it's time to do something about it. Because even though people have these problems, just because a person has a problem doesn't mean they're willing to do anything about it. So if you're here to do something about your situation, then we're going to give you one more option, okay, to change the trajectory of your life. Will you be open to hear it? I want to see in the chat. Just type a yes or a yes, okay, if you would like to hear that simple, okay, trajectory change, okay, in your life, okay? I'm looking at the chat. I see people saying yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. All right, so what does this mean for people? What does this mean? This means that there's no more bills. It doesn't exist. What if I told you that everything you want already exists? This was something that I learned from one of my millionaire mentors. He told me that everything that I wanted already exists, okay? The only thing that's going to determine whether you get what you want or not is the one that you feed, okay? So you're either thinking about what you don't want or thinking about what you want. You're either talking to your friends and family about what you don't want or what you want. Every time you even put it out in the atmosphere, it will literally begin to create it for you. It's almost scary because people are out here just saying this and that, and they don't know that this is causing it to stay in their life. Okay, so we're going to get your rent or mortgage payment cut down to $0 in 14 to 30 days or less. It's a new bill relief program, and I want you to think about how would it feel, okay, if you always had extra money to do what you needed to do. That means nothing can happen that can stop you. No random things for this, no random things for that. That doesn't exist anymore, okay? So the Miracle Network Fast Start Training is basically, in this demonstration, it's designed to help each member achieve financial freedom in all areas of their life by using a well-known powerful strategy called the dynamic power of one. By one person simply sharing one can create a chain reaction which can lead to 100%, not 50%, not 20%, not 10%, 100% financial freedom. Financial freedom is everything. The freedom to go on vacation and do whatever you want. It's so exciting to me to have true, utter freedom. Keep me.
I'm trying to just chill.
Okay, so pay close attention to this training module because it may be the information needed to help you accumulate $20,000 to $40,000 plus per month within the next 30 days. That is super, super exciting. There are literally people of all ages, of all sizes, that have become millionaires because of some of the information that we share, okay? Super, super powerful. Now, where does it start? Okay, it starts with you. For things to change, you have to change. It's only in that way your inner world becomes your outer world, okay? So the first step is you need to have a desire to want to eliminate bills. Because if you can't use the electrons in your body, okay, which we have trillions of electrons in our body, and take some time to focus on the desire that you want, the universe cannot give it to you, okay? Step 2, you have to be in position. Have you ever heard of real estate? It's location, 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 okay? And this world is timing, 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 positioning, 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 okay? Being at the right place at the right time in the right environment. When you get in position and create a bank that's designated toward eliminating your expenses, you have just began to put a law in act. And laws do not fail, okay? Laws are everything. Once you learn the laws, you get to participate in the promise. Once you participate in the principles, you can participate in the promise, okay? Proper planning prevents a piss performance, right? So next step, let our team of like-minded individuals help you reach your goals. One of the ancient principles is to let go of ego and pride. It goes into the state of surrender where you lift your hands up, okay, and you say, I surrender, okay? I surrender. I let go of ego. I let go of depression. I let go of grief. I let go of negative limiting beliefs. I let go of all of that, and I accept all the things that I deserve in my life, okay? The fourth step is to help us help you. One thing you must know is that what you focus on grows. Once you are in position, you will be on your way to generating wealth and becoming free from the old traditional obsolete programming. They are literally brainwashing you, and people don't even know it because they understand how your mind works, but most people don't understand how their mind works. So it's actually working the opposite for them, and it's super, super scary once you learn about dark energy and dark matter, which the universe is completely connected like that, okay? And if you look at the nervous system, you will see little tiny things operating in your body that's connected to everything else. Literally, the empty space, we're all connected, okay? And what your energy is going to send out a transmission, okay? And it's going to say, only put these type of things in this person's life. Okay, so you have to understand that your subconscious mind is literally taking over your life until you learn how to reprogram it. Okay, now the next thing, this is a bird's eye view of $20,000 to $40,000 per month income with the dynamic power of one. What if you had an entire team of people for you to get it, waiting for you to get in position to have no more monthly bills? What if you wake up, okay, and you see random people under you that you don't even know, and you're making $1,725 per person? Would that help you out? Would that help you pay your bills? Yes. The answer is yes. Okay. All right. Now, the next step. At this present time, okay, if you look at verse 2 Corinthians verse 8:14, and I'm not here to be religious or anything because I'm not even a religious person, but when I see laws and principles that are real, no matter what religion you are, no matter what you believe, whether you believe it's a God or a universe, it doesn't matter. The principles are the same. Most of the ancient principles, they're saying the same thing. So if you look at 2 Corinthians 8:14, it says, at the present time, your surplus will meet their needs. So that in return, okay, so that in turn, their surplus will meet your need, okay? Does that make sense? Then there will be equality. Let me say that again. At the present time, your surplus will meet their needs. So that in turn, their surplus will meet your need. When you begin to care about people on a genuine level, everybody can begin to work together and use their assets and create equality where nobody lacks anything. Now, if you look at the next verse, it says, with great power, the apostles continue to give their testimony about the resurrection of the Lord Jesus. This is a metaphor, okay? Whether you believe in God or not, I'm just talking to you in metaphors, okay? And abundant grace was upon them all. Keyword, abundant grace was upon them all. The next verse is going to tell you exactly why the abundant grace was upon them all. Okay? This is why. Where there were no needy ones among them, because those who own lands or houses would sell their property, bring the proceeds from the sales, and laid them down at the apostles' feet, and distribution was made unto every man according as they had need. Okay? What does that mean? That means at a certain point there was a group of people who knew the ancient principle. They had abundant grace. When anybody had property or anybody had anything, they worked together so that everybody had what they needed. If you distribute all the wealth in the earth through all of the participants and the human beings of the earth, everybody would have what they need. But people are so focused and so selfish, okay, that when they became wealthy, they began to hide the wealthy secrets for themselves. And then in turn, people began to try to do everything on their own when the power is in the community. The power is when everybody works together. A house divided falls, okay? A house that is united stands, okay? Now, with that same principle, I want to introduce you to something that people have been creating wealth over a long period of time. I'm not the first one to introduce this. This is something people really, really do, okay? But I'm going to go over how this starts with the system. The first step, it all starts with power line 1 equals you plus 1. You will begin to come into the system to pay your rent and your mortgage, right? So you put in your seed, okay? Remember, everybody who had land or property or money, they put it towards whoever needed it, okay, a portion of it, and they didn't lack. So you got to get in your position and put your proceeds to activate your law, okay, of abundant grace, okay? Does that make sense? Now, the first housing bank with the miracle system is $100, okay, plus a $10 admin fee, which is nothing compared to paying off all your
my stomach.
Okay, nothing compared to paying all your bills. If you don't have your line muted, please mute your line, okay? It all starts with power line 1 equals you plus 1. So what if all you needed to do to earn thousands of dollars per month was to put one person in position to eliminate their bills? Very, very easy, okay? This is so simple. Even my daughter, she's 9 years old, she can do this. Now, power line 1 is going to cover your residual payment. Now, the simple formula is we pay $100 going upward to the top spots. We also pay $10 system fees monthly. Now, the minimum total is $110 monthly to earn thousands and cut all bills to zero. I wish I had known about this when I had them student loans piling up against me, okay? I would have definitely put $110 wherever I needed to put it to eliminate my thousands of dollars, okay? Right? And that's super, super smart, okay? Now let's take a real-time view, okay? Now the fun begins. You followed the blueprint, you came into the system, you got your one person, and guess what? All right? By following the blueprint, we are now able to start our friend, your one person. Now watch, rinse, repeat, and teach your person to do the same. You're now leveraged to the next bank. So let's see how that looks. $100, this is your one person, they paid you $100 because you're qualified to receive from the community now, okay? And now you can use that to upgrade if you want to. There's 17 levels or 17 banks or 17 pieces of real estate. They're all worth $100. The more real estate you own, of course, the more money you make. So now everyone is following the system and you now see the momentum. There are now 3 people. You see he brought in his one person, okay? A person was willing to get inside the community of abundant grace and put our funds together so that nobody lacked anything, okay? 3 people working together. Now pay close attention and do not blink. That one person upgraded, that person was able to upgrade as well, okay? Now all these people are starting to fall in because everybody's just putting in one who's putting in one, right? But look at what it really looks like. Pretend this is you, okay? You brought in your one person, okay? That's $100 that goes to you because you're now at the top of the community, okay? But what does this person do? They do the same thing. And what happens? They bring in their one, and where does that $100 go to? It goes to you. It goes to you. Now this person is going to bring in their one, okay? Everybody's just bringing in one. Where does that $100 go to? It goes to you. It's called the power of one. Very, very powerful. Don't sleep on this, okay? This person does the same thing, and what happens? $100. They bring it. It goes to you. Everybody who's in this line, okay, this particular line, one getting one. This could happen 1,000 times. But what happens? Okay, this person was under you. They brought in their one. Now they go to their own line because they did their obligation to the community of bringing in one person, which paid you. Now they go to their own line and begin to receive the same thing happens. One person, okay, and then this person comes up, not this person, this is your line, this is their line, okay? They just do the same thing you did, and the one goes under one, and it happens over and over, okay? Very, very simple. Now, this continues over and over until everyone has one person. Your goal is to complete 17 banks, okay? 17 levels, each worth about $100. Now, as you saw the example, one getting one, you saw it happen 5 levels deep, okay? But what if it went 10 levels deep of one getting one, and you own 17 banks, which is $1,725, you will be making $17,250 per month. Once you go to your own line, once you pass up your one and you go to your own line, the next person falls under you, and they got to get their one, and their one, and their one, and 10 levels deep, you're making $17,250 just from one person. Now, what if it goes 20 levels deep? You're now at $34,500 per month. But what if it goes 30 levels deep of one getting one? You're at $51,750 per month. Once you have completed all the banks and upgraded to all the banks, 50 levels deep of just one getting one. You did your part. You got your one, okay? It passed up, and then your second person starts your line, and they need to get one, and one get one, and it all goes up to you because you're a part of the community. And this does not include your earnings when you learn our full wealth strategies, okay? Now, we want to give some testimonials. Who on here wants to do a testimonial, okay, about what has happened for them? And yes, Aaron says leverage. That is ultimate leverage right there, okay? And everybody's in the community, and they're getting their rent paid, their bills paid. Who wants to speak about it? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Speak now.
I'll speak.
In the building. Uh-oh. Who going first? It don't matter to me, sissy.
Oh, you go ahead, girl, because you be cracking me up.
All right, well, good morning, well, good night. It's my morning because I'm going to be going to sleep in a minute. Guys, all I could tell y'all, some of my people, they don't even believe it, you know. They don't believe it. And I'm not the one to brag and boast. All I could do is pay my bills. But I could tell you this. Misty called me right time. Lyft driver. Ain't worked in 6 weeks. I'm going into all investments, my trade money line. I just took 500 more out that one right before. Blessings. And I put that 100 in. I had 240 left. I didn't want to take no more money from nowhere. I can't do it. It's been 6 weeks. Lyft money is good, guys. My back was against the wall. I've been in 17 days now. My line, I don't have one line. I have 11 across the top. And it's nothing that I'm doing. Everybody need help with their bills. You're not trying to reach 1 million. If you can reach one a day, that's a blessing because you helping changing lives. Don't worry about the dollar you spending because we spend more on health and weed. Yeah, weed, I said. Going out. All kinds of bull crap that don't bring you nothing back. We got a light bill. We got to give energy their money every month or they're going to cut you off. They don't give you 10 cents back. They don't give you nothing, guys. Man, my $100 then came. You dig? They definitely gonna get $100 from me July 10th, and I'm gonna give me some more banks too. Cause guess what? What I made this month is residual. Next month is gonna double up. Cause everybody that's coming in, your time is your time. Long as you reach that one, your money coming right back to you plus more. Because why? We are serving a need. We have a jackass for a president. That is not my president. Obama is mine. And I'm just being real with y'all guys. The economy is going straight digital. Bitcoin. I mean, business-wise. Slaving, man. I was a waitress. Slaving for $200 a night. And coming home and got to pay it to bills. Man, let your bills become your income. All I can tell you is save me from Victor, and that's some real stuff. I'm a real person. I ain't sugarcoat it for you. I ain't broke. I'm struggling to get ahead. You heard me? And it's facts. Either you're going to struggle to get somewhere or you're going to struggle. Which way you're going to do it? But right now, this is a blessing for anybody. So whoever invited you to this call, get back at them and change your personal situation. Don't worry about what nobody's telling you is a scam, is this and that. Scams don't pay. They play. We pay, and if you come on in, you're going to see it your way. And then you're going to be the next testimony. Now y'all can finish. Y'all have a blessed.
Yes, thank you, girl. You're doing so amazing, so amazing. I'm super proud of you. I'm super happy of what you're doing and bringing to the community. And I think Chanel was saying, go ahead, Chanel. You can go ahead now, honey. Say your testimonial.
Hello.
Hey.
So yeah, everything she just said times 1,000. But truthfully, yeah, like a couple people know, I was just fired when I joined this program, and I was worried about bills. I'm a single mom, didn't know what I was going to do. Dominique gave me a chance. I know she probably thought I was crazy when I came in her inbox, but she's guided me. And this team, especially this community, is just like, it's crazy because you don't see people so together, so helpful all the time. Nobody's gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna help you. Everybody's helping each other. Personally, I've been in for now a month and 1 week, and I'll probably hit 6K this weekend. So it's definitely been a blessing for my family. I know I love my team. A lot of people know I'm here to help, and I just feel like if you're not jumping on this, you're missing out. Don't let anybody. This is one thing I do want to say. Anybody or any word, such as Ponzi scheme, fake this, fake that, do your research. Come in our group. See the success. Because I can guarantee you can go to any other program online right now, and there's a couple of people making money. In this program, there's hundreds making money. It's all like she said. Your mindset got to change. You got to want it. And if you have a why, your why should be strong enough to do what you need to do to make this money. So I just want to say I love my team, Dominique and Aaron too.
Yes, thank you. You're doing so good. I'm so proud of you. And actually, me and Chanel were talking last night is about a concept. Okay, it's called group economics. Okay, there are wealthy people. Okay, who have brought their families together. Okay, and they have actually put their money together to buy a business. Okay, they put their money together, bought a business or real estate or whatever the case may be, and they grew that business to where it had enough profit. Okay, where they were able to make sure everybody who invested into the property or the business, okay, and then once it got into profit, they gave them their money back, and then they put their money together again, and they opened up a new business, and they did this for over and over and over again for generations to come. But what happened? Okay, people have forgotten that they can work together, and a lot of people do that concept with their family members or different people, but what if all of us came together, okay, and did the same thing? We have become a family where everybody does their part and they put their investment into the system, right? And then that person at the top, they're making the money, okay, but you also have a chance to get your turn to go to the top by putting your fund, your pool together, and pass up your one person. Now you go to your own line, okay, and depending on how many banks you own, you can own 1 bank, 2 bank, 3 bank, 4 bank, 5 banks, okay, 17 banks, all right, and depending on that number, that is the amount of money that you can make. So if a person comes in with $100, for example, and they then go to the top, it's their turn now after they pass up their one person, they go to the top, and that second person they bring in comes in, if that person comes in at $1,725 and the person above them only has 1 bank, they can only get paid $100 because they don't own the other banks. The rest of the money passes up. So, but let's say that person was like, you know what, I need to upgrade to 17 banks. And then that person brought in another person and so forth and so forth. And they began to become the person whose turn it is to collect the profits, just like group economics, okay? But you got to change your mindset to understand that you can be a part of a wealthy community where you don't have to worry about a job. You don't have to worry about what the president is doing. You don't have to worry about anything because we have created literally our own key economy. So it doesn't really matter, okay? So does anybody have any questions so far?
Right, group economics.
Let me see.
I'll tell you guys like this, all right? When I was growing up and living in California, okay, everybody from out east was trying to, move to California like it was the gold rush again, right? So we're talking 80s, early 90s. And, all of our family members used to live with us, and then they would get started, and then they would branch off and do their own thing. Well, we kind of gotten away from that type of concept and system. It's more or less people coming in and staying in, and they ain't doing nothing but, you know what I mean, sucking up all your energy and stuff. Well, I've seen some things out of the Hispanic community and the Asian community that took that concept to a whole new level as far as, setting up these home bases, right, for their family members or connections to go through, and they can all pull their resources together, and they're like, a house full, a couple families, but like everybody got nice cars. Nobody's worried about the bills. Everybody's leveraging one another and all the resources. And then they branch off, and then they're building another home base for their people coming over and moving over. And like, that's the concept that you want to have in your mind, because we've gotten away from that concept of everybody working together, because we're so worried about what color we are. We're so worried about how, what our hair looks like. We're so worried about all these things that divide us that we don't reach back into that regular theme of everybody's here on the same damn planet. You understand? And everybody, if we all work together, pulled our resources together, there will be no lack. That's why a lot of people on the low who are, below the average line, they don't like the rich people, because that theme is embedded in all of us. We know if we put all of our resources together, nobody needs anything. Okay? So we're bringing that to you guys live and digital. So let's get it together. Let's step it up to a whole new level. Okay? We've done it before as a society. We've done this before. Now we're about to do it even better.
Yes. So I'm going to give you an example. Remember, I said there's 17 banks. Okay? You can have one bank is $100, two banks is $200, three banks is $300. The system looks at how many banks you own. So say, for example, all right, you come in, all right, what do you need to do? Can anybody tell me what you need to do? You put one person in position, okay? So this is Joe. You join Joe. Uh-oh. I made that ugly. Okay, you pay Joe, and your one person comes in, and they pay Joe. You pay Joe, they pay Joe. Your one person needs to do what? Put one person in position. They pay Joe. What does this person need to do? Get one person. They pay Joe. Don't you want to be Joe? Because this can happen 1,000 levels. Remember now, you can mute your line, everybody. Make sure you mute your line, okay? Now, when this is you, if you put in your one person, what happens to you? Now, the system is going to move you to the top of the line, okay? It's going to move you to the top of the line. Now, this would be your second person, right? Because your first person went to Joe. Now, if you own 17 banks, you don't have to give anything to Joe. You don't have to give him a pass up or anything, all right? But if you come in at anything less than 17 banks, you have to pass up one person to your upline. It may be his upline because you may be their first person. But let's just say this is you. You pass up your one person. This is your one person. This is now your second person. Second person, okay? Now, what does your second person need to do? This second person pays you. Now, if you only own one bank, okay? Sorry, my skills. Now, if you only own one bank and this person comes in with two banks, $200, you get $100, but Joe gets the other 100 because he owns, let's just say he owns all the banks. Now, what does this person need to do? They need to get one person. Now, say this person come in at $17.25. If you have not upgraded, you can only get $100 out of the $17.25. That's why it's important to start with as many banks as you can. Now, this person comes with 5. You would think that you at the top would recognize I need to upgrade because this person knows people who want to do $17.25, right? and this person has to get one. This is your line, okay? Everybody had to get one. Once they get one person, they do what you did. They go to their own line, and they do the same thing, okay? Now, if you own, somebody said they own 14 banks, that means you can collect $1,425 payments. If this person come in with 14 banks, you get all of it. If this person come in at 5 banks, you get all of it. But if you only own one bank, you can only get, one bank worth of these people coming in, because this can go down 1,000 levels deep. Okay, my line is really, really long now. Okay, and I have 17 banks, so I don't miss out on anything. Okay, now if you come in with 17 banks like a boss, okay, now what happens? You say this person comes in at 17, you get 17. Now they know somebody who come in with 5, or so forth and so forth. You making all this money, 5 banks, 6 banks at $600. This is happening to people over and over and over again. It's very, very powerful. Does that make sense? Okay, he said he get it. Okay, you get it. Okay, good. So does anybody have any questions? Janice, thank you, Garrett. Thank you. Anybody have any questions?
Yeah, what's our surprise?
Surprise?
Huh?
Surprise?
I said, yeah, what's our surprise?
What's the surprise? Oh, we're going to give away some free crypto tonight. That's the surprise. That is the surprise. But I know if y'all got some questions, I know y'all asking all these questions. Don't try to come on here and don't ask me no questions now.
I have a question.
Eric, it looked like Eric, you have a question. Your hand keep going up. Eric Booker, do you have a question?
I think
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Listen, my name is Karen Hackett, and I'm trying to get online. I've already joined, but I haven't been able to get to send the admin thing to get started. I went to the buy, I did my first bank, and then to pay the admin, and it wouldn't let me do anything. And I was trying to send it to you through Chime, and I couldn't do that because it wouldn't set up my account. And then I have PayPal. I didn't know any other way I can do it.
Okay. Who invited you?
Sharon Moody.
Sharon. Okay, so get with Sharon. She can send it to me if you need to, and she can help you.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want to, because I'm on there. I can log in, but I can't do. It wouldn't let me do anything else. So I just needed to know what else I needed to do so I can hurry and get started.
Yeah, you just send the $10. You can send it to Sharon, and she can send it to me, or you can do Cash App or whatever. And and I just need your username. You send her the 100, and then you get approved.
Okay, I send her the admin. So do I send the 10 and then do 300, or do the 10, 310 at one time?
Okay, so you're getting 3 banks.
Yes.
Okay, good. So you would send. Can you have her add me to a chat with you so I can help you? Okay,
I think she's online right now.
Okay, so after we get on off the webinar, I can help you do that. Okay.
Okay,
great. Welcome to the team. Good to see you.
Thank you. I'm ready.
It's so easy. Everybody has bills. It's just too easy to mess up. Anybody else have any questions? Congratulations to both of y'all.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have any questions?
And it's important to diversify your digital wallets. Okay, learning how to do Apple Pay, learning how to do Google Pay, learning how to do Cash App if it's available, learning how to do Coinbase, Exodus wallets. Like I'm telling you, okay, in the future, one route is not going to be. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, branch out. Have at least about a minimum of 5 different ways you can get paid. And about 5 or 10 different ways you can pay out to other regions of the world. Yes.
And I got a question for those who asking, is it a monthly fee? Okay, so say for example, just imagine you came in your first month and you made $5,000. Would you rather have to start over and do what you did the first month, the second month, or would you rather reap the profits the next month with the same amount of effort? A or B? A is you start over next month because it's only a one-time payment. One-time payments means start over every month, just so you know. B is the work you did the first month pays you again the second month. All the people who you made money with the first month The same thing happens the second month without extra work, okay? So to answer your question, yes, it's a monthly fee because we all have monthly bills, and we don't want people to have to start over, right? If you make $20,000 like one of my friends on here did in their first month, she made $20,000 her second month again without extra work, okay? Very, very simple. That's leverage, right?
You can't have leverage without that.
Yes, right. Keep saying B. So who else has a question?
Well, I have one more question since you were talking about that. When you say I want you to do 300. Say next month I want to go higher. I just want to start off and then see if I can go 600. So if I go next month, I do 600. If I want, I can do it next month if I want to.
Right. You can upgrade as you go if you need to.
Okay, great. That's what I just need to know. Thank you.
Oh, yes, you're welcome. Who else had a question?
I got a quick question.
Yes.
Yeah, like when you was doing like the demonstration a while ago, like with Joe and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So once Joe bring in like their one person and then he goes over there into his own line, does Joe stay in my line forever?
If he was in your line, say.
It's like if Joe, like say I'm the top person, mm-hmm. and then I bring in one person, mm-hmm. and then that person brings in one, which puts them at the top of their own earning center. Yeah. I'm saying, do they move out of my line and I just get the people that they brought in?
Oh, no, everybody who falls in the line, they stay in their line forever.
Right. Okay, so that person will stay in my line forever, even though they're at the top of their own earning center.
And their first person.
Right.
And their first
person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Then that person first.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
That's a nice picture. Go ahead with your question.
A question is, I've been trying to post my link on Facebook and other platforms, but it says it's not allowed because certain rules. So how we can promote this offer if we cannot post our link?
On Facebook, this link, you can't post this link on Facebook, but you can still give people information with the group and the Zooms. You still have a conversation with people, and they're going to ask you for the link eventually, and you send it to their email or text it to them.
And that's all part of diversifying yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Sticking yourself in a box is so detrimental. Imagine if you had all this money and you only invested it in one thing, and that one thing fails. You're out of here. You're wiped out. But what if you diversify it over many of things, and some things fail, and a lot of things, a lot of other things, prevail. You got to do it on every part of your life, your finances, your social media, right? Like you have an email, you have text messaging, you have Line app, you have Discord, you have, you understand? Like there's so many other avenues to connect with people. You just connect with them. That way you're always going around problems, and problems are never problems. Okay, they're always opportunities. Okay, so that's an opportunity for you to get their email. That's an opportunity for you to get their phone number. That's an opportunity for you to call them.
And the easy way to that, sorry, Andy B, jumping in. What I do on Facebook is I remove the dot just before .com and tell people to replace the space with a dot. Simple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Brahim, did you have something?
I just wanted to make a suggestion. If you guys are trying to share links on Facebook and it's like considered spam or whatever, you can always mask your link. Just get a domain and you can mask your link, and that'll solve that problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and I use Click Magic. It masks my link on Facebook for me too, as well.
I don't think you even have to do that.
Yeah, anybody who the incentive, anybody who comes in at the 17 bank within the next 24 to 48 hours, they get $500 in the gold coins. Okay, these coins were the coins that helped me to go. I invested $2,000 at the beginning of this year in this coin, and now they're worth over $500,000. So if you decide to come in at 17 banks, you'll be able to get $500 worth of those coins. The person actually took advantage of it yesterday when we told everybody. Her account, it went from $500 to $600 overnight. So it's very, very powerful. You want to upgrade to as high as you can. Like Terry said, you definitely want to, because people are going to come in at more banks. It's natural for people to come in at more banks than one, okay? And if you're not positioned, okay, then you will miss that, okay? Definitely. So super important. We hold your hand every step of the way. You know, we show you the ins and outs. You got to think about it. Look at the pros and the cons. If you look at the pros, you'll see that the pros definitely outweigh the cons, okay? Super, super powerful, guys, okay? And it's incredibly easy to get started. All you have to do is get back with the person who invited you, okay? And they're going to definitely show you how to do that, okay? Super, super easy. Does anybody else have any more questions?
Yeah. Sister Dominique and Aaron, I have a question. If you haven't paid your, with my wife and Brother Gardner that I brought in, their pages haven't activated yet, and they've been in for a while. So is that because their admin fees weren't paid, or?
Did they pay the admin fee?
Well, Brother Gardner didn't, because he didn't know that he was supposed to. So that was my bad. But I paid the admin fee for my wife was paid, but her page it doesn't do it. It's not activated.
So can you send me a message on Facebook?
Sure.
And if you're in the Discord, you can easily just send pictures to the support channel, and that way we can go ahead and deal with it and get it cleared up that way.
Sure. Okay. No problem, Aaron. I'm having problems with that Discord when I try to download it on my desktop. Mm-hmm. It just kind of like sat there. So maybe I need to get some more instructions on how to walk me through that, because I'm a senior citizen. I'm old school, so y'all need to be patient.
No, you fine.
And for those who are like super duper old school, your number one tool in this world is going to be YouTube and Google. Right now, you can YouTube how to make a bomb out of an apple. You understand? It's there. But yeah, maybe we'll have to do mobile for you. But yeah, we'll help you out with that and get you in there. That way, solutions are solved much quicker and faster, and more organized through the Discord.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I have another question.
You also have raised hands in the group.
Yeah, my question is, I'm a kind of pretty old man, and I'm trying to thinking on retiring. So I don't know anything or better. I don't know too much about posting and doing all these things on Facebook or computers or all that things. So what's the best way I could come up with some people that want to join me and create my pay line and do all this kind of thing, because I sometimes don't know what to do because I don't know too much about technical things and posting and doing all this stuff on Facebook or computers or all that kind of thing. So how will be the best way somebody could help me out with this?
Are you in the training group?
Like I said, I get lost when, there's so much information about all this program. And I get lost when I get to my sponsor and how to do it or what to do and all these things. And I really like this program, but I what I do next,
So you definitely want to plug into the next group coaching session that we have. And if you can get your sponsor to get on a Zoom with you and show you how to do the daily method of operation that we teach in the 10K per month blueprint. Okay, which most people are using to have massive success, and definitely want to plug into the trainings, because we do trainings like two 2 times a week, okay? And some people may or may not know about it. So if I'm telling you right now, if you're on a Zoom and you have a sponsor, make sure they plug you into that, because it's super important that you're plugged into everything. So yes, so definitely have to get with you after this, see who your sponsor is and figure out where to go from there. And we make sure that you are successful. So you don't got to worry about that. And anybody else have any questions?
Andy B, UK.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yes.
Who said for fuck's sake? That's terrible. I've already paid for 17 banks. So do I get my 50 gold coins?
Yeah. Just have your sponsor send a screenshot of the payment, and then we'll give you $500 worth of those coins.
That's cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I've got a question if I can get on.
Yes.
Yeah. I could see before why someone would want to have 14 or 17 banks, because it would save them the time of waiting in the queue. But what's the incentive now?
Most people were not necessarily upgrading to that as far as trying to wait to get to the top. A lot of people were upgrading because a lot of people come in at 17 banks and they don't want to miss those payments. Also, when you upgrade to the 17 banks, you can get 2, 3, 4 people put under you to start your line off. So it's a huge incentive. And now you get those $500 coins as long as you are inside of the program within the time limit of the bonus. Okay. And you get 1725 over and over. Like, oh my gosh, that is very, very powerful. So, yes, that's pretty much the reason. I'll probably do this.
The coin thing's a limited offer, so that's irrelevant, totally irrelevant to me. But my question is, what incentive is there for someone to come in with $1,700 when they can come in for $100?
Because once you get to the top, you're only at $100.
Right.
You only at $100.
Yeah, I realize that. But if everyone's at $100, what's the issue?
If you're building your team with only $100 people, it's no reason to upgrade. You're spending more time but getting less money if you're telling everybody to join at the $100 level. I'm just being honest. But if you're only promoting $100, then you don't have any reason to really upgrade. If you want to
right. So like here's the thing, right? If you're going to Disneyland, what's the difference? I'm still going to ride my ride and see the show, but do I want to be a VIP member, or do I want to be the person that we're all going to see the show? I'm just not going to be in the front of the line or have the best views or anything, right? So it's the same. It's the same incentive. So you can do 100 per 100 per 100, or you can just start off at the top and just be there and grabbing everything.
If you're going to Disneyland and you've got $100 in your pocket, that's what you've got. So you ride what you can for the $100. You know, if you've got $1,700 in your pocket and you want to sit in a VIP lounge, that's fine. But if you've only got $100, that's all you can do. So that's my point. The point is, I don't know anyone with $1,700.
Did you say you don't know anyone with $1,700?
No.
What did you say?
No one I've ever everyone I've ever spoke to, most of them haven't got the 100, let alone 1,700.
Yeah, well, if that's happened to you, have you ever wrote down that you attract people at that level, or are you not speaking that into your reality? Or have you seen the 10K per month blueprint?
Yeah.
Okay, have you written down
my
your goal?
Point is that it's changed from the incentive for weighing out $1,700 has moved. So it's moved from skipping the queue and starting your own PC2 to now for giving one away and then finding your first person to PC2.
His mix-up was transferring from the way the system used to be to how it is now. That's it.
It basically just in simple terms, it means that you can collect those type of commissions. Because you could bring in a person at $100 and then they bring in $100 and then the person who they pass up can bring in $1,700. It doesn't matter who you.
But that there.
Yeah, we updated.
He's saying it.
He doesn't know that.
That's my specific question. What is the incentive for that person to bring in $1,700?
So that they can also receive $1,700 payments.
Can I join in here because I'm in the UK?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Hi, mate. I don't know what your name was. Sorry, I missed your name.
I'm Terry, and I didn't.
Hi,
That
Terry.
wasn't aimed at you. I've been trying to get on for about half an hour, and every time someone jumps in front of me.
Yeah, of course, mate. Yeah, no worries at all. The difference is, if you come in at $100 with one bank, then everyone you sign up, you will get paid $100. If somebody above you that you sign up comes in at $300, you'll still only get $100.
Yeah.
$100 will go up to the person above you who has more banks. So the more banks you have, then the better you are. Okay.
100% get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
My question is though,
Simple.
why?
Yeah.
My question is, why would anyone, whether they're what position they're in, why would they suddenly want to fork out a load of money in the sheer hope that someone else would fork out a load?
Well,
of money?
exactly. Yeah, I understand that. And as I'm in the UK, I know exactly what you mean. But if somebody comes in at 5 banks, so $500, right?
Yeah.
You're still only going to get $100,
Yeah,
and
get that.
$400 goes above you, right?
Yeah.
Can I
To the
touch
guy
on this
above
a
you.
little bit from the
No,
training
hang
that's
on.
in our back office?
Let me
Alfred?
just finish. If you buy more banks, then you get more money for the people who come in after you. Okay, so if you go in at $100, you're going to get $100 from everybody you bring in.
Yeah.
If they buy 500, 600, 17 levels, okay, you're going to miss out on all the rest of the money because
get that.
you will still only get $100. Okay.
Yeah. But my specific question is why would someone else? I don't care who it is.
Well, I went in at. I paid for 17 levels. I paid for 17 banks.
But what? Yeah.
And then if somebody comes in at 100, 300, 500, I get all that money. Okay? If not, if you were only at $100, then you will only get $100 and the rest is passed up above you.
The rest of the other people that pay a load of money. But what's the incentive for them to pay a load of money?
That's what I want to say. 1 second, guys. Time out. I get your question, Mr. Terry. So also incorporated in our back office because there's an actual product. So we are taught because we are now with the new comp plan, especially going into our profit centers instantly, following the training in the back office. Every profit center leader also has their own bonuses that they offer. We are taught to give extra value, whether it's a special training, access, other incentives. So you have to get with the person that invited you and ask them besides, because that is the other thing. Instead of having to get one person to cross over, your profit leader puts 3 people in your pay line at 7 banks. That's the incentive. No one gives you 3 people, at least at a minimum, at the 17 banks. So your bank is started for you, and then following the training, each profit center leader offers their own bonuses because that's what we're taught from the product in the back office. I hope that helps.
I got something simple. I got something simple for you as well. $100 takes care of one bill. I mean, some bills are more than $100. So Dominique went over 17 expenses. So why would anybody want $1,700 to pay for or have banks to go towards each bank each bill or expense? That's the reason why somebody want to pay $1,700, because they'll be a recipient of up to $1,700. That's the reason why, because we have residual bills. So why not have residual money? Simple. It's so simple.
Yeah, exactly.
So also all the people underneath you are going to be upgrading. So they're not going to wait. They're not going to sit there and wait on you to decide if you want to upgrade. They're going to go ahead and upgrade, and then you're going to miss out on the money while the people who are in your downline are making more money than you. So you always
So my real question is, and I suppose what it is I don't understand what incentive there is for anyone to pay more than $100.
Right.
Can I speak?
Yeah, actually, guys, we're running out of time. All right. But here's
And there are other people who want to ask questions as well, guys. I've been up my hand up here like for a long time.
Andy, the man in the UK, PM me.
Yeah, I'm not
Look
gonna
at my name, okay?
You don't
PM
stop the
me
recording.
on,
You guys can stay on.
Right.
We're gonna just stop the recording, guys.
Terry, who brought you in? Let's start there, okay? And then we'll get a meeting together on the side. I think that's what's needed with pictures and visuals and Legos and everything. Okay, so we'll do that.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
All right. I'm sorry I came in late. I had some things going on, but I apologize. But is there a product or service with this program?
Yes, it's digital marketing training that's worth thousands and thousands of dollars. I know some of that information, a lot of people 97% of people are failing online. But in the back office, it shows you how to run a Facebook page, shows you how to run an Instagram for any business that you have. And when you do the 17 banks, one of the incentives as far as the 17 banks, you get the $1,000 to $5,000 per day blueprint. Okay, it's a super powerful blueprint. It has a script that has people closing 10,000, 20,000 deals in real estate, all type of stuff. So that's another reason why people want to upgrade, as Terry was asking as well, because you get more training and offerings as you do upgrade.
Okay.
It's perfectly legal, guys. That's a good question.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Yeah. Hi. So I'm guessing your maximum banks is 17 banks, right? Because that's all we've been talking about. I came in late, but I do get a little bit of it. So your maximum amount of banks is 17, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the person who told me about it, she's online, but I don't think she understands it a lot as well, because I didn't know you could start with more than one bank. I thought you only allowed to start with one bank, and then you get somebody, and that person gets somebody. So now I know you can start with more than one bank. Right. So the process is, when you start, you send the money. So what am I gonna have to track the process of who I'm getting in?
You get a back office. It's a back office that tracks. Okay.
Yeah, you get a full virtual.
So am I gonna have access to see what's going on with my group?
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we just had that.
Okay, so say I got it. Sorry. So I start with 17 banks, right? Mm-hmm. So the person who brought me in, I'll be below that person. So that person will be collecting from my banks based on how many banks she has. So she has one bank and I come with 17 banks. She's only going to get paid for one bank, right?
Exactly.
Based on what you were just saying, that's what I get.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At what stage do I start collecting from my 17 banks? Do I need to start get somebody for each bank?
Okay, good question.
Before I start collecting, do I have to get?
You actually get 3 people put under you. It depends. So we kind of need to know who. Do you know the name of your sponsor?
I know the name of the person who told me about it, but she's new too. So, and I have quite a few people online. We all don't understand, but we've been in a similar program, which is similar to it. It's just different figures. So we were very much interested, but we don't understand how it works. It's just by these people asking the questions that I'm gathering how it really works, but we're not sure of anything, how it works.
So Dominique, this is Shelley, and I'm friends with Sophia. Scott
good.
Trying to set you up for a call for the 3 of us.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Yep. Hold on, where you at? Let me find you. You got my number, Shelley?
I emailed you, actually, on Facebook yesterday.
So this is
I'm about to send you my number so we can do it 3-way, so I can help you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're gonna see a private message from me. Okay.
Perfect. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay. Yeah. So as Terry, this is proof right there, Terry. You see people every day, like 70% of the people who come in or more come in with like 17 banks, and then there's like a bunch more that come in at 5. You just saw a lady say she's doing 3. Sophia's interested in doing 17. If you're not,
I'm interested in 17. I just want to know at what stage I start collecting from my banks. Is it when I start getting people in under the 17 banks, or as soon as I get one person in, I start collecting?
As soon as you get one person, depending on the level you are at and the level they join, that's going to be your fee. They're going to pay that to you.
Okay.
After you got to pass.
Okay, so I'm coming in with 17 banks, and I know I have 2 friends
who will be coming in with 17 banks.
You
so
get all that.
who I get from all to 17?
Yes, because you don't have to pass up on the 1700 level either. That's another bonus. And you get the
that laugh, Sophia.
blueprint. So that's why I'm glad you said this. It's proof. And I got like 3 people texting me ready to do 17 banks. Terry, he wasn't understanding. He's like, why would somebody do 17 banks? Because people know they're leaders. It's everywhere. They sometimes people don't want to start at $100. Sometimes people do. Like, it's different. People got different mindsets, Terry.
Yeah, they're different levels.
Some people understand real estate. The more real estate properties you have, the more money you make. Just like the more banks you own, the more money you can make. So
yeah. That's for me and my friends. We believe life is a risk. You leave your house, you don't know if you're going back home. So if you're going to do it, might as well just take the risk and go all out. For me, I'll go all out. The more you're in, is the more out.
Come on, Sophia Jackson.
That kind of sounded
right there.
The more you put in.
I do understand how it works. So it's either you're in. For me, I'm in fully. I'm going to the max. That is why I wanted to know if 17 banks is max.
Right, and that's exactly how I am too. And we was trying to explain to Terry, it's people who know that they need to come in at the top, because people gonna do what you do. If you come in at the top, you're gonna have more people coming at the top. So
how much are they?
It's $100 per bank, and the 17 banks and all. It comes to about $17.25. So,
yeah,
but
and I think that's a pretty good figure. $100 per bank. That's really, really a good figure. Start collecting. I mean, people just need to work together. If you work together, you come in with 17 banks, you get your friends coming with 2 or 3 banks.
Right.
When you start collecting, then you start sharing, because some people gonna have the only $300. So you collect from $1,700. You share. Once you're sharing within your group, then people start building more trust with you in the group, and they'll work more with you. They'll start putting in way more. As somebody was saying, it's a community thing. The unity is strength. And if every link is strong, then you're gonna have a very strong link. But if you have weak link in the link, then it's gonna be broken link. So you need to just come in with strong people working together, thinking of each other and just not of yourself. As long as you're thinking about each other, then everybody together will make it.
Amen. Do the presentation tomorrow.
On the training.
You guys got it? Do you know what to do?
You go, Sophia. That's my girl. That's my girl.
I know that's right, Shelly. See, and you attract people once you understand that you are the miracle. This is why it's called the miracle system. You are the miracle, and your vibration is going to attract the right people in the right place. If you're at vibrating where you're like, nobody will join me, nobody's going to do $100, that's too much. They're going to repel from you. They're going to come to me. They're going to come to Michael. They're going to come to Chanel, Shelly, Sophia. They're going to be attracted to us because we put it into the atmosphere.
Facts.
Right, and also, Dominic, people, guys online, you need to know the people that you're moving around with. You need to move with eagles. You start telling people about it, and they're like chicken. They never come off the ground. You need to move with eagles, people who want to move. And once you have the mindset and tell yourself that it's going to move, you will get to the sky and go beyond the sky. And if you have to come back down and go up again, then you'll go up again. But you just need to think strongly, think positively. Negative people around you, you need to just shake them off and move on. So this will tell you the people that you need to be around you.
Yeah.
There are some people for a season. It's not everybody's for everybody. There are some people for a season, just like the time. You have summer, winter, spring, every different season. So the moment you find people around you dragging you back, being negative, saying they're not moving on, and they can't give you something that is better, then you need to move on. It's just simple like that. It's all about life. You have one life to live, and you can't afford to have people keeping you back all the time. There's a time when you have to get up and say, let's move. We're going to move, and moving up, you move up. So if you're the only positive people in your group, you need new group. Next time to start looking to be in another group.
Right. And that's that.
Yes.
And I'm going to just say that from having a big team, it does come down to being around each other, working together. And that's exactly how I do my team. We have meetings every week. I don't care.
Yeah, you have your meeting by yourself. We plan to do it over here, and we are not even in it yet. We already planned that we're going to meet together. We're going to set up locations, meet together, strengthen each other, take people out who cannot make it. You go and you get them out to the meeting and explain to them. Working together and be positive. Nobody is supposed to be negative. I can. Get rid of that word, I can't, because you can do everything. It's what you set your mind to. You might be slower at something, but you'll get there if you have a positive mind and you all work together and build each other.
You know it, girl. You know
We can
it.
do it. Our community, we can do it.
Yes.
Hello.
And just like Terry, he said, why would somebody, if he, just for example, let's say Terry just brought in Sophia. Are you going to keep saying, would you tell Sophia, why would you want to go to 17 banks, or are you just going to let her go to 17 banks? Would you keep thinking that? She wants to. And, this other lady wanted 300. They want to because they hear the value of it. They see the value in it. We just told all these bonuses, so they're like, I want that, and I know.
If those are not good enough for you, for somebody else, if they want to join you at higher levels, then create your own bonus for them.
Right.
Create your own incentive, brothers. And
just make up your mind and go out to get it all. You have your bills, as the guy said. Some people bills are 100, some people bills are 200, some people bills they're way more than some, and some people affordability is way less. But if you can afford to go in with more than one bank, the more banks you have, the more money you're collecting. Why would you sit? Are you gonna gain any money on that bank? You put $200 in the bank and let it stay for a year and see how much money you get on it.
Right.
You won't be getting anything on it. So if you have the money and can afford to put it in, why not go in and get more on your money?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really understand it 100% as yet, but I'll get there. I'm a fast learner.
You get it.
Hello?
Yeah.
She already there. She don't understand. Her mindset is correct. Like,
yes.
Somebody had a question. What's your question, honey?
Yes. Hey. Yes. Okay. I got in the program before you did the one-up, the new part.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I had myself plus 3 people under me at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't get $100 from all the ones that were passed up because you hadn't started that yet. So now the next person that comes in, it'll be 4 people under me. So I'll start at that point. You know, everybody passing one up to me.
Yeah. Yep.
So, okay, so I'll start now. Okay, then. So now if I pay, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. So now if someone decides to come in with like $400, am I going to get $400 or $300?
It depends. The system looks at how much you actually yourself put in. So if you came in and you bought one bank, when your next person come in and they come in with one bank, you get one. If they come in at four banks, you only get one bank if you only purchase one bank in the beginning. So it's important to start. You see?
Okay, yeah, because it was a little different when I first came in. When I first came in, it was like, I think, let me see. Yeah, I was confused because we changed the system. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now that I'm on the fifth level, okay. Now, so if I bring in to get to 1725, what do I add?
Hold on, let me mute everybody. I don't know why everybody just started unmuting themselves. Okay, unmute your line again. I can't hear you. Just unmute again. I have to mute everybody.
Okay, so now if I want to do the 1725, I've already come in with 1 and 3 people are under me. So to do the 1725, I have to add 13. I don't know. What do I add now?
How many banks did you start off with?
I started out with 1.
So you need 16 more banks if you want to. If you collect 1,700, you can still collect 100. But if you want to collect more, if people come in with more banks, you have to own those banks.
Okay, because even though there's 3 people already under me, I still have to do the 16 something.
Yeah, the previous way, those were just to qualify you to go to the top. It wasn't, you still couldn't get paid on those. That was just to help you get to the top. Now the system puts enough, make sure you're good to have enough to go to the top so you can start earning right away. So,
okay.
But you can only get paid on the banks you own.
Okay, so 1625 plus the $10 added to that, or
it's just $10 that cover all your banks. So it's just $10.
For admin fee,
system fee, and everything.
You only just pay $16.25. You don't have to pay another $10 because you already paid $10.
Oh, okay. Okay then.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have any more questions? Good questions, y'all, tonight. Y'all answered some good.
Dominique.
Yes.
Hi, this is Dawn.
Hey, Dawn.
Hey, girl. I have a question. I came in at Bank One, but I immediately upgraded so I could have my own profit center. But and I haven't brought my first person in, but I have a couple, and I kind of held off a little bit because I was waiting to see the move in my back office, but it still says one bank.
Oh, okay, you're good. You definitely trust me, honey. You're good. The automation is absolutely gonna be the bomb. It's gonna be done in a few days where it's just fully automated. But now that you're at the top, you own all the banks. I know you had a talk with your sponsor. Now you're at the top. Your next person pays you. You don't have to pass up anybody. Okay, like everybody else.
Okay.
And
well, I was just concerned since it said Housing Bank 1. If I brought somebody in that was above that, and mine still said 1.
Oh no.
She's talking about system wide.
You don't worry about that part. Just make sure you let them know like you're on that amount of levels and they pay you, because you're gonna be talking to them directly anyway. And just let them know, you know, if they want more banks, it goes to them.
Yeah.
It goes to you, I'm sorry.
and if you have any type of support tickets, ladies and gentlemen, just slap them in the Discord, por favor.
Okay, thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Every time someone comes under you and those same people pay, right. All right, good questions. All right, so like anybody else have any questions?
Yes, Kathy here.
Yes.
I'm sitting in line. I came in with one bank. I have 11 right now because we were working towards 14 for my own center. When does this new system go into effect?
You're good now. Like your next person, Kathy, starts your line. You don't have to wait anymore.
Because I've already given one person to my leader, so when I get one person, I'll have my own line.
Exactly.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Hey, now I'm glad you found out. So now you
exciting.
That's good.
So Dominique.
Yes.
You're right. It's Sophia again. So when I come in with my 17 banks and start getting people coming in, does it mean that I'm immediately on top with coming in with 17 banks?
Yes.
Okay. And then everybody comes in after will be directed to me. They will be under me, and it means that I'll stay up top.
Yes.
At what stage do I have to start over? Do I ever start over, or I just stay at that 17 banks and keep getting people in?
Right. You're there forever unless you decide to leave.
Where would I be going?
I don't know. But you don't have to pass up anyone, Sophia. And as soon as your first person come in, they pay you. No matter what bank they pay, you get all of the fees.
Okay. So the person who introduced me to the program, what if that person is not in? Do I have to wait on that person to be in for me to be in?
Sophia, I'm going to be in with you, so not to worry. But if I wasn't able to, I would definitely refer you off to Scott.
Yeah. So so we're gonna get.
No, then I would just put you in, Shelly. I would just pay for you to have a bank or two in. I wouldn't go in without you.
I'm coming in, sweetheart. I'm coming in one way or the other. Whether if it's just at the first hand, at least I can. I'm just.
Yes.
You know my situation.
Yeah, that's
Sophia,
okay.
so,
I'm just asking questions because I know people will be coming in who would be delaying while other people will be coming in, because you know my group, Shelly. People will be saying
you're great, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
How do you achieve more than one line?
It's one line that you go on your sponsor's line, and then the other line is your line. It goes down forever, no matter how many people come in. It's breaking up, I think, honey. You're
to listen to them.
Yeah, your line was breaking up.
Okay, I'm on the country road now, so I'm gonna be losing signal. So okay, Shelly. So you're gonna set up a time when we can have that conversation. So you let me know, okay? Because I'll be in and out now. So good night, guys. Good night, everybody, and good luck, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Good night,
Sophia.
Sophia. Talk to you later, honey.
Ciao.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
All right. Any more questions before we get off?
Hi, Miss Barbie.
Hi.
Yes, hi, Miss Barbie. This is Renetta. Yes, I do have a really quick question. I just want to know, with all of the with people upgrading, that's buying more banks, will that affect like our due dates? Will that do anything funky to our due dates since we'll be upgrading?
Right. Your due date will be.
It's time stamped.
Yeah, it's gonna time stamp it.
Yeah, timestamp is timestamp. I mean, like, you can ask us to go through and change thousands of people's timestamps, but would you want to do that? Because I don't want to do that.
Yeah, whenever you upgrade, it's gonna be gonna be
timestamp is timestamp. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be tracked for it.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So, all right, guys. Well, everyone have a great night. You enjoyed this? Yes. All right. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.
Can you hear me, Dominic?
Oh, somebody needs you?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I had my thing on backwards, so that's what it was. Let's find out. This is Andrew. Sorry. What if, so, let's say.
You muted yourself. It happens. Oh no, we lost her. Don't they stop?
Okay, well, Andrew, if you can hear me, just ask me after the Zoom, honey, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Ciao.
Oh.